and some with heat and massage settings in stock for immediate delivery. Credit terms are available. Chesler's Fine Furniture, where customers send their friends.
Having Hicks & Baugh's drugstore in Uniontown means reliable, quality, and friendly service. Pharmacists Stephen Harper and Seth Miller are ready to answer your health questions and handle all your prescriptions. They offer free delivery, mail-out service, and accept all utility payments, all part of their good neighbor way of doing business. Visit Hicks & Baugh's at 304 Morgantown Street in Uniontown or call 724-437-2828. Open Monday to Friday, 9 to 6, and Saturday until 3.
Your local station, WMBS.
The views and opinions presented by the host, guests, or callers on this program do not necessarily represent the positions of WMBS Radio.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to What's on Your Mind. I'm your host, Russ Rhodes. We're going to have open conversation today, so give me a buzz. Want to chat with you about, well, what's on your mind, although I will bring a couple suggestions to the table here, and we'll get to that in just a minute, because I want to remind everybody that What's on Your Mind is brought to you by AR Roofing and Remodeling, Bright Stripe, Seal Coating, and Line Striping, Madewell Services, full lawn care and cleaning services, K2 Engineering, Coldwell Banker, Laurel Ridge Realty, Hicks & Baugh's Drugstore, and Gary's Auto Sales. Alrighty, so let's see here. Well, the World Cup, soccer, or football as the rest of the world refers to it as. The World Cup starts tomorrow. Games taking place in the United States, Canada, and Mexico, culminating in the finale, the final championship game, July 18th at MetLife Stadium. They're in, well, I guess it's actually New Jersey. So are you excited? You know, are you going to follow it? Are you going to watch games? Are you going to go to any of the games that are going to be scattered around the country? I think Philadelphia is a host. I'm just thinking of cities close by. I'm going to guess, although I don't know for sure, Washington, D.C. But beyond that, I can't tell you what might be closer if you want to go and take a look in person. So a bunch of primaries took place yesterday. One of the big ones was up in Maine, where Democrat Graham Plantner was, well, essentially going unopposed. The current governor, Janet Mills, she had originally decided to run for the seat now held by Republican Susan Collins, but she had dropped out. Well, she suspended her campaign back in March, April time. So Graham Plantner, he's still got like 75, 78% of the vote. He comes to the general election with a lot of baggage. And there are Democrats in Congress calling on the main Democrat Party to remove him from the ballot and replace him with somebody else. Has a tattoo on his chest that is associated with Nazi prison camp guards. Sexting issues. The self-described communist. So a bunch of other things that are, well, frowned upon, I would say, unless you're in the Democrat Party, and they're overlooking all of his troubles because they're so desperate to win a seat. They don't care. Now, had that been a Republican, if you had put an R next to Graham Plantner's name instead of the D, which is actually there, the Democrat Party would be screaming bloody murder, and you know they would be. All right, what else here? So the president has ordered and has been carried out retaliatory strikes against Iran for the downing of an Apache helicopter off the coast of Oman yesterday. Both Army pilots were rescued by drone boat, if you can believe that, and they are expected to be okay. And the president is saying that Iran's pretty much out of time, that he is getting ready to continue these retaliatory strikes and amping up attacks on Iran. The Social Security Administration has determined that when the Social Security Fund will be exhausted. And that is, they say, the fourth quarter of 2032. That's the trust fund will be depleted then. If that happens, current collections, from your weekly paycheck, your biweekly, your monthly paycheck, would only be able to fund about 78% of the benefits that are needed. So what what changes? What changes? So I'm putting you in Congress. All of you, all of the listening audience, you are now members of Congress. And your task is to save Social Security. What would you do? What do you think the real Congress should do to extend those benefits? Now, the government can go into another fund that will help extend that deadline a bit. But it's still going to run out not too long after the fourth quarter of 2032. So it's not a viable plan. So what is your plan? Raising the retirement age? Lowering benefits? Doing a combination of investments and Social Security? What would your plan be? Part of the problem is America's working population is shrinking. So we don't have the number of workers needed to sustain the payouts each month. So what is your suggestions? What is your solutions for Social Security? I'm just curious what you would do. Ben Roethlisberger, former Steeler star quarterback. And I know this is early. Training camp doesn't even start for another month and a half or so. But Ben Roethlisberger is predicting that the Steelers in the 2026 NFL season will go 12-5. So what do you think? He doesn't predict any playoffs or anything like it. This is just the regular season. So if you want, we can have a little fun with this. He says, it's with Mike McCarthy as the head coach and Aaron Rodgers having been a longtime quarterback under Mike McCarthy's system, it should be very comfortable and that he will thrive, and therefore the Steelers will go 12-5. So what are your thoughts? Is it too early to talk football? So we can if you want. And as I was looking through possible topics for us to chat about, I came across there was a clickbait thing. I didn't follow it, but just the headline was, the 15 most useless cars. Okay? Well, we're going to turn that around a little bit. What's the car of your dreams? What's the car of your dreams? From whether it was from when you were growing up, you saw a car, I want that car. That's the car I'm going to get someday. What was the car of your dream then? What's the car of your dream now? And were those dreams or dream fulfilled? So we can have a little fun on that. And what car of the past do you miss? And it can be the recent past. Pontiac ceased to exist, about 10 years ago, right? So maybe it's a Pontiac that you miss as well. Or maybe it's a model that has, they've stopped. Whatever it is, what car do you miss having around? I can remember when station wagons were very plentiful. Well, it seems they've been replaced by the minivan. So I don't even know if there are station wagons anymore. So let's have a little fun with automobiles. And, we'll take it a little bit farther, too. What automobile, if you were making a cross-country trip, what car would you like to do it in? There's the old Highway 66. Would you like to take your car on that route? Or maybe a motor home would be your preferred method of transportation to travel the country. So let's talk some cars if you want to. There you go. Okay. I'm just trying to think if there's not a whole heck of a lot that kind of caught my fancy today as I was perusing the news. So if there's something else you want to chat about, by all means, give me a buzz. You can also, we could chat about Brian Kennedy, the guest I had on with me yesterday, talking about data centers. So we can chat about yesterday's show, your thoughts on that. I didn't bring him on to change anybody's opinion. But was there more information? Did you get more information that you knew? Is it causing you to think a little bit more about data centers? Did it not change you at all? What are you still looking for more information before you make any kind of decision concerning data centers coming into, well, not just Fayette County, but more specifically your backyard, so to speak? So, data centers, I think, are here. Not necessarily here in Fayette County, but they're on their way. Whether it's here, whether it's, across the border in West Virginia, across the border, one of our surrounding counties, data centers are on the way. Over 4,000 are in some stage of planning across the country. So I guess I'm trying to find out, gauge your interest in it. Is it a concern? Do you not care? Do you care? Whatever. Give me a buzz, and we can add data centers to the conversation as well. 724-438-4593. That is the number to dial into The Pirates took a shellacking last night. Bullpen, again, just completely collapsed. Completely collapsed last night. So I'm hoping that as the trade deadline approaches, that the Pirates are able to get out of this current funk. Hoping that they can at least win one game against the Dodgers, although that's going to be very hard. To stay competitive, that management is going to go after some needs at the trade deadline. So, in your opinion, what do the Pirates need to help them this season to reach the playoffs, or at least to continue to be competitive for a playoff spot? So I'd like to hear from all those Pirate fans that I know are out there. What do you think the Pirates need? So yes, we've got a little sports as possible talking points today. Some politics in there as well. Automobiles, always a fun topic, or can be. So give me a call. And if there's something else that you prefer to talk about, call me on that as well. 724-438-4593. We're going to take our first break of the afternoon. When we come back, well, both lines are open, so no waiting. Give me a buzz, 724-438-4593.
Take the fact bus.
Caring for an aging parent or a loved one with medical needs? FACT, Fayette Area Coordinated Transportation, can help. Seniors 65 and older ride free on our fixed routes. People with disabilities get discounted shared rides. And if your loved one has medical assistance, their trips to doctors or treatment are covered under the shared ride program. Give them safe, reliable independence and yourself peace of mind. Call 724-628-RIDE or visit factbus.com. FACT, your community, your connection.
Route 21 Furniture. Take the road to your perfect home.
Sleep well tonight. Try out a new mattress from Route 21 Furniture with a large selection of mattresses, all sizes and comfort levels, with great prices, free local delivery and setup, and financing options. Route 21 Furniture. Open weekdays 9 to 5, Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday noon to 4. 724-737-2222 or Route21Furniture.com.
Route 21 Furniture. Take the road to your perfect home.
Warm weather means you'll be spending more time outside. So enjoy your deck or patio with retractable or fixed awnings from Lifetime Awnings. Made in the USA with manufacturer and customers' guarantees, Lifetime Awnings products last. Lifetime Awnings is veteran-owned and operated with a 10% discount to all military veterans and their families. Call Lifetime Awnings 724-554-6067 or email John, the owner, at lifetimeawningsusa@gmail.com.
Do you enjoy luxury? Well, Live Casino wants to put you in the driver's seat. Ignite your drive and win a new Mercedes-Benz. Look for the specially marked slot machines near the cocktail bar and play daily for your chance to win. All it takes is one bet. Sit down, swipe in, and you could ride off in a new Mercedes-Benz GLC 300. Make your move at Live Casino, Route 30 at Westmoreland Mall. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Are you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty help you with all of your real estate needs. Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty has two convenient locations to better serve you. In Uniontown area, 724-437-7100, or in Connellsville area, 724-628-7200, and speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, caldwellbanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Bortz Jr.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest, now try the best. NovaCare. Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Welcome back to What's on Your Mind. I'm Russ Rhodes, your host. It is open conversation, so give me a buzz, 724-438-4593. Looking forward to chatting with you here. So, but it only works if you give me a buzz. So, and having said that, I now see there is a call working their way through the system. So here we go. Hello, welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Hey, Russ, this is Jesse. How you doing today?
Good, Jesse, you?
Not good after listening to that game last night. Hey, Russ.
Things kind of fell apart, didn't it?
Kind of. It's unbelievable. Hey, I was saying the same thing. When I called George, on his sports show on Saturday, I told him this theory. But you may not agree, but anyway, I think this team is sabotaging Paul Skeens' starts.
Oh, I don't know about that.
They have some kind of animosity against him because he's getting all the attention. And these clowns in the bullpen, they're doing it every time he pitches. He'll get to the fifth or sixth inning, and right away they yank him. It has to be 100 pitches, which is a bunch of crap.
Yeah, I agree with that.
They put these clowns in, and look what happened last night. What, they scored 10 runs in the seventh inning?
Something like that, yeah.
That is unbelievable, Russ. I can't believe it. But it's like I told George, I said, hey, by the end of the season, Paul Skeens will be possibly a 500 pitcher. He will never win 20 games or close to it with this team. You can't do it when you got these clowns behind you making errors, and then you got this bullpen, which I would fire every one of those people that night. I would bring up people from the minors. I'd get rid of these clowns. They're terrible.
Kind of the, I just watched again. It's one of my favorite movies, Patton. General Patton. George C. Scott played the role. So there's a scene where he's berating a commander for stalling. He says, you've got 4 hours to reach that ridge over there. And if you don't do it, I'm going to fire you. And if he doesn't do it, I'm going to fire him. I'm going to keep going until I find somebody that's going to get the job done. Yeah.
This Kelly, I like the guy, but he's too soft on these guys. He'll come on his pregame and they'll make all kinds of excuses, and they'll say, oh, well, they did do some good things, or they did hit the ball hard. Hey, hit the ball hard don't mean nothing if you don't get a hit or a home run.
Well, unfortunately, Jesse, I think the days of of a Vince Lombardi, a Leo DeRocher,
they're done. Billy Martin.
Yes. Because we're coddling sports stars now.
Exactly.
Because of how much money they make. We can't get them mad at us.
I hope they go on strike next year. I'm sick of it. You know what I mean?
So,
but anyway, and another thing about Social Security, okay?
Yeah.
I think that $1.8 billion that Trump was going to give these clowns that ransacked the Capitol, I think he ought to put that into the Social Security fund.
Okay.
He'd make a lot of people happy. You know what I mean? Including myself, who in maybe 6 years, I won't have a penny coming in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Take care of us first. Take care of us.
That 1.8 is just a drop in the bucket.
I know, but at least it would be some kind of, put it in some kind of fund that would accumulate interest or something. You know what I mean?
Oh, we can't do that. Republicans have been wanting to do that for years. Republicans have been wanting to, invest Social Security funds or giving you the, the worker the option of taking those funds and investing it instead of having it in the Social Security fund.
Yeah. I know, but I hope the Senate and whatever, they think of a plan before it's too late for all these people that, I'll probably be dead in 6 years. But anyway, I feel bad about the people that are working now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? What are they going to have when they retire?
Well,
Nothing.
Well, I don't think it's going to come to that. I think Washington is going to do something, but probably too little, too late type of thing.
Yeah.
But part of the problem, take away the fact that Social Security has been funds have been misused in the past. The governments have taken Social Security and used it for other things, and they've not kept everything there. And we can blame both parties on it.
And they need to do something with the postal system too. They're going to go under too.
Oh well, don't get me started. A correspondence was sent to me from a company I do business with in Philadelphia last Tuesday.
Yeah.
It arrived in my mailbox yesterday. I'm sorry. It takes a week to go from Philadelphia to Uniontown for a letter? No wonder the post office is going under.
You think that's something? I live in North Union Township, okay? I sent a postcard to someone that lives 3 streets from me, okay?
Mm-hmm.
3 streets from my house, a postcard. You know how long it took for her to get it?
A week?
18 days.
Holy moly.
18 days, 3 streets from me, and it's unbelievable. And there's times where I would just take my mail, instead of putting it in a box, I would just take it and deliver it to the person myself and put it in their mailbox.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't trust them. They'll lose it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's unbelievable, but it never was like this.
No.
It was not like this.
No.
I don't know whether, they don't care who they hire as employees or what, but they have some good employees. I got a great lady that delivers my mail. I would have nobody else. But they do have some really bad employees, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole thing is, the whole system, the postal system, is just losing money like a sieve.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And now with the high gas prices, and of course they're going to raise the price of stamps again in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, that's their solution to everything.
Well, and here's my question to you, Jesse, and I have another call, so I need to get to that
Good.
person shortly. But here's you mentioned the post office is going to raise stamps prices. I read that too, and their excuse is because gas prices have gone up. Okay, valid excuse, valid reason. If the president is successful in this campaign against Iran, okay, and the oil starts flowing again freely, and the prices drop back down to where they were or better before the outbreak of hostilities with Iran, as the president says is going to happen, is the post office going to lower those prices now?
Of course not.
No, of course not. No.
No, I don't see a quick fix on this Iran thing either.
No.
It's going to drag on for years.
I doubt that.
You know what I mean?
I don't think so.
Do you think they'll end it before November primaries or elections?
I know that's the hope. That's the hope. We're being told that Iran is being strangled, that they virtually don't have no income coming in.
You hear a different story. Every time you listen to Fox News, you hear a new story.
Mm-hmm.
It just goes on and on and on like a broken record. But anyway, get your other caller on.
All right, Jesse, thanks for your call. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Russ. Bye.
Bye-bye. Hello, welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Hi, Russ. It's Connellsville Bill.
Hey, Bill.
All right, I got a question for you. Does anybody know which pirate hit the most home runs? I was thinking either Ralph Kiner or Dave Parker or maybe Willie Stargell.
Well, you know what? Let me pull out my phone here real quick.
And, and I'll punch in a question. Let's see. Pirates, all-time leading home run hitter. And we'll see what it comes up with. And I got to go back and... Willie Stargell is the all-time leading home run hitter for the Pittsburgh Pirates, having crushed 475 career home runs during his 21-year career with the franchise.
Okay, that sounds great. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
And the top five, though, so Willie Stargell at 475, Ralph Kiner at 301, Andrew McCutchen at 248, Roberto Clemente at 240, and Barry Bonds at 176.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about Barry Bonds.
Yeah. Yep. So.
All right.
So
well, if I had a favorite.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. What was that, Bill?
If I had a favorite car, it would be a '65 Mustang Fastback 2+2.
Okay. All right. So,
all right. Thanks a lot.
Did that? Was it even referred to as a 2+2 in '65?
That I couldn't tell you for sure because I was only 15, but some of them were called a 2+2.
Okay. Well, I know later, versions, but I'm not so sure about the 65.
So, I'm not sure. I think even Pontiac had one of their models named a 2+2 too, like a Grand Prix or something.
Okay. All righty. Well, I want to go back to the Pirates real quick, Bill.
Okay.
Do you think they are going to be a buyer or a seller as the trade deadline approaches?
Well, I think they need to be a buyer to find a couple of relief pitchers. Doesn't look like they're doing too hot here.
Yeah, at least a closer, one would think.
Yeah.
And maybe another bat for the lineup.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm sure they miss David Bednauer now. I'm sure.
Yeah. All right. Hey, Bill. Thanks for your call. Appreciate it.
You too.
Bye-bye. Hello. Welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Hello, Russ.
Yes, Mark.
Yeah, I'm not surprised that Willie Stargell is leading the Pirates. Do you know why?
Why is that?
He played his whole career with the Pirates. Ralph Kiner was traded, and so was Barry Bonds and all the others.
Well, Bonds went by way of free agency.
Yeah. But, I mean, they did not. But I mean, Willie Stargell. I mean, I didn't know, but I figured it was him because he played his whole career with the Pirates.
Yeah.
Okay. Now see number two.
Right.
The cars.
Yeah.
The '65 Mustang 2+2. I believe I saw that.
Oh, did you? Okay.
I believe I can remember. I'm going to tell you what it is in our neighborhood. For years there was a '65 Mustang 289 fastback with the 4-speed black interior in a woman's yard, just rusting away for years. And I can remember seeing that 2+2. Fact is, right now, Russ, I took a picture of a car in Brownsville.
Okay.
Years ago, and I was looking at because I was actually working for the county. I was doing photography for the county assessments, and I saw this Mustang in this yard. And it looked kind of odd because it had unusual looking hood scoops on it. And I said, well, after taking the photographs, I'm going to walk over there and check it out. So I walked on over and I looked at the front and I said, what the heck is that? And I walked around a little tool shed and I looked across the back. And like I said, I have a photograph of it right now on my wall. And across the rear spoiler, it said Shelby. So that's what it said. It was just sitting there rusting away.
Wow.
For God, I don't know. I mean, there was the paints that built up. Rusted. And that car, even that condition, that thing was worth thousands of dollars.
Absolutely, it was.
I don't know. I don't know if it was a GT 350 or GT 500, but I got a picture of it. But yeah, that's 65 Mustang. Boy, those 289 up to 4-gear. That was a nice car to have back then.
You need to go back to that spot and see if it's still there and buy it.
No. In fact, is what I know. I know because it's sat there so many years. The owners passed away, and they had this estate sale in Brownsville, and It was sold.
Okay.
I know that.
Okay.
But I know that. Fact is, unusual is, well, the guy who bought it, I understand he owned a pizza place in Brownsville. Year after he bought it, he died.
Hmm.
You know, I don't know. Somebody said the car was cursed or something. I don't
know. My cousin has one. My
Yeah.
cousin has a 65 Shelby.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Wow. Oh,
Yes.
Wow. Yeah. The 65 through 67s are worth money, Russ, because they were built out in California.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The 68s and 69s, Ford took over. They started building them in Detroit. That's why those other cars are worth more money.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Kevin wins all kinds of best of shows with his Shelby. Very much.
Wow.
Yeah, he's
I'd like to see that car.
Yeah, he's got Carroll Shelby's signature. He met him. He autographed his autographed the glove box of his car.
Oh Lord.
Yes.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. You know, Russ. Years ago, there's somebody up there. I remember I met him in the mall. He had a blue one and a white one at a show. They had where they brought the cars in years ago.
Okay.
He had two. He actually owned two Shelbys.
There you go.
Sitting there. You know, wow.
A special car.
Yeah.
A special car. Absolutely. I would love to have an original Shelby.
Yeah. You know what else, Russ? I don't know how to drive a 4-speed. I never did. You know, all I ever drove was automatics. But my goodness, if I knew how to drive a 4-speed, I'd love to get behind a 1971 Boss 351 Mustang.
I would teach you how to drive a 4-speed.
Yeah.
I could teach you. Absolutely, Mark. So, and then a very good friend of mine has a 70 Mach 1 with a 351 Cleveland Shaker hood. And
wow.
And those are rare.
Yeah. I mean, those certain options they put out. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
Yes, indeed. So, all righty. Okay.
Okay, Russ, that's all I got for today.
All right, Mark. Well, I appreciate the call. You have a good one.
Right.
Bye-bye.
Hey, I got to take a quick little break, but when I come back, both lines are open, so give me a buzz, 724-438-4593.
Wind, hail, sudden leaks. When your roof takes a beating, we're here for you at AR Roofing and Remodeling. We're a locally and veteran-owned contractor available 24/7 for repairs. As an Owens Corning Platinum Preferred Contractor, we get the job done right. Call 724-550-3064 or visit arremodels.com for your free estimate.
AR Roofing, never settle.
Is your lawn getting shaggy? Weeds taking over? Maybe it's time for a full yard cleanup or fresh mulch and clean, crisp edges to bring your landscape back to life. Whatever your lawn needs, Z's Ground Control has you covered. They do it right the first time. Call 724-366-9150 today for your free estimate. Z's Ground Control. You grow it, we mow it. When you need notary services, trust the best. Sandy Howell Notary Services, back-to-back gold medal winner for Best Notary in Fayette County. They're here for you with extended hours to fit your schedule. Sandy Howell's also the 2025 gold medal winner for Best Title Company. Open Monday through Friday, 10 to 8:30, and Saturdays, 9 to 5. Call 724-564-8955 today for Sandy Howell Notary Services, where excellence is signed and sealed.
Bright Stripe, Bay County's premier asphalt seal coating professionals, locally owned by Matt and Lexi George. Bright Stripe specializes in residential and commercial asphalt seal coating, also excelling in line striping and layouts, thermoplastic, and infrared asphalt repair. Bright Stripe has succeeded due to their commitment to quality work for 30 years. Bright Stripe, 724-437-6090, or visit bright-stripe.com. BRITE-stripe.com.
Economy Furnace Heating and Air is your hometown HVAC team for America's 250th celebration of freedom. Celebrate the freedom to choose comfort and savings. When you call Economy, you get excellent service and local expertise that knows our weather and our neighbors. Celebrate freedom, family, and home comfort. Economy Furnace Heating and Air is proud to partner with Amana, an all-American-made company built on hardworking values and dependability. What's a birthday celebration without presents? Until July 4th, Economy Furnace is offering $250 off any air conditioner installation. In appreciation and gratitude, Economy Furnace Heating and Air is proud to offer all military veterans, with a valid ID, a 25% discount on a clean and tune or a needed repair. We are honored to serve our veterans. Call Economy Furnace at 724-438-4575 before the season heats up. Economy is ready to help today.
For economy, price, and quality service, call Economy Furnace.
It's spring, and everything is growing, and Madewell Services is here to help. They offer full lawn care service, including spring cleanups, mulching, landscaping and planting, weekly grass cutting, power washing, and more. Madewell Services also provides professional cleaning services for your home or office, moving in or out service, party cleanups, weekly cleanings, and junk removal. Licensed and insured for peace of mind. Call Madewell Services today at 724-912-1805. That's 724-912-1805 for a free estimate.
This is attorney Michael Mays of the Davis & Davis Law Firm. We have been helping injured people just like you recover millions of dollars for over 45 years. If you're hurt or injured, I want to meet you and make sure you get the money that you deserve. Call me at 724-437-2799 for your free consultation. The Davis & Davis Law Firm has been protecting our neighbors in Greene and Fayette counties for over 45 years. Go to davisanddavislaw.com or call 724-437-2799 for your free consultation.
Welcome back to What's on Your Mind. I'm Russ Rhodes, your host. It is Open Conversation, 724-438-4593. So, what was your dream car growing up? Did you ever get it? And has that dream car changed? So have you gone from one car to another car as the car of your dreams? So give me a call about that. Looking for suggestions on how to save Social Security. Excuse me. The trustees report, the Social Security Administration trustees report, has pegged the fourth quarter of 2032 as when the Social Security fund will dry up, go bankrupt. So how do you save it? What can you do? What can be done to ensure that retirees, those that get Social Security benefits for whatever reasons, continue to get their benefits? What would you do? You know, several things have been talked about. Raising the retirement age. And if you raise the retirement age, who gets affected by that? So in other words, if you're already, right now, full Social Security is 65. So if you are 55 right now, you get to retire at 65 still. But if you're below 55, well, we're going to raise it, I don't know, to 68. And now you have to wait. Is that the answer? Do we increase Social Security taxes? In other words, those that are working, and you may be working too, taxes taken out of your paycheck for Social Security, does that raise? Do you raise the limit as to what can be deducted? In other words, for a year, once, and I don't remember what that cutoff is, once a certain amount of money has been deducted from your paychecks, no more is deducted for the rest of the year. So I don't remember what that cap is. So does that cap get increased? So 4593.
Hello, welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Russ.
Yes.
Yeah, this is Mike from Charlotte. We heard you talking about some cars.
Yeah, Mike.
50-some years ago, well, it was 1973, Mustang Mach 1 I bought, and I still have it today. It's like brand new.
Ah, nice. What year, 71 you said, or 73?
73 Mach 1 Mustang.
Okay.
I bought it from the local Charleroi Ford garage here. And
So original owner.
Original owner, yeah.
Excellent.
I bought it when I was ready to start college up here at KLU in California, Pennsylvania.
Okay, all right.
And it's been a great car. A lot of memories in that car.
Sure. How often do you drive it now, Mike?
I don't drive it. I leave it in the garage.
Oh, okay. You don't even take it out to the driveway to wash and wax it?
Oh, it's got a clear coat on it. It's all you do is wipe it off.
Okay.
It's beautiful. In fact, I could send you a picture if you would want me to.
No, that's all right.
It's a beautiful turquoise blue metallic.
Nice. Original color?
No, I had it completely stripped down to bare metal and had it redone. And it's got the spoiler on the back, and it's got the vanity plate. It says 73 Mach 1.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah. Excellent.
I wish you could see it.
Yeah, I'm a little envious. So, are you going to sell it anytime soon, Mike?
No, that thing will be there after I'm gone.
Right.
It'll be in the garage.
Okay. All right, Mike. Well, hey, I got to run, but thank you for your call. Appreciate it.
Okay, Russ.
Hey, we are pretty much out of time this hour. Fox News is just around the corner. Then TJ's in with the local news, sports, and weather. I'll be back for hour 2 after the news. More open conversation. This is WMBS Uniontown. It is 2 o'clock.
A warning at the White House. Lisa Brady, Fox News. President Trump threatening to resume strikes on Iran, accusing the regime of delaying a peace deal.
The president says the U.S. will hit Iran very hard today in response to a U.S. helicopter being shot down by Iran earlier this week in the Strait of Hormuz.
And we'll see what happens with the deal. We were really close to a deal, but they keep tapping us along.
President Trump will not say if he'll escalate attacks to target bridges and energy infrastructure as previously threatened, but did warn
Iran, very simply, cannot have a nuclear weapon, and they won't. And they've agreed to that. All they have to do is they have to start signing a paper. It's fully negotiated.
On social media, the president said Iran will have to pay the price for taking too long to negotiate a deal.
Fox's Jared Halpern at the White House. Iran's president posting that Iran will stand firm against any pressure. President Trump signing $70 billion in ICE and CBP funding into law passed by Republicans separately from other DHS funding after a record shutdown driven by Democrat demands for immigration enforcement reform. Homeland Security Secretary Mark Wayne Mullen just telling Fox.
Now we won't have the Democrats threatening to shut down immigration custom enforcement, which is ICE, or shutting down our Custom and Border Protection, which is, protects our borders. They can't do that anymore. They can't use that as a leverage against the American people and against President Trump.
The funding covers the rest of the second Trump term. One issue that's crossing party lines, the cost of streaming NFL games.
Seems fundamentally unfair that the league should get billion-dollar deals, the network should get billion-dollar contracts, but the fans are left out in the cold.
Congressman Jamie Raskin, ranking Democrat on the House Judiciary Committee, chaired by Republican Jim Jordan, who also says he's concerned about what constituents are telling them at issue whether the league is abusing a 1961 sports broadcasting law. America is listening to Fox News.
Please be advised. You may want to stop eating the following foods immediately: broccoli, kale, bean sprouts, blueberries, quinoa, spinach.
Wait, what? I thought those were good for me.
Turns out, not for everyone, because what's healthy for one person can cause inflammation for another. And the only way to really know what your body needs is to listen to it.
Listen how?
That's where Viome comes in. Viome is a simple at-home gut health test that looks at your body's real-time biology using RNA to understand what's happening inside you right now. When your results come in, you'll learn exactly which foods to eat, which to avoid, and which supplements are right for you, all based on the world's largest RNA-based human biology database and thousands of clinical research studies. And many people who use Viome report more energy, better digestion, and a better mood within months. So stop guessing. Start knowing. Learn more at Viome.com/gut. V as in Victor, IOME.com/GUT. And use coupon code GUTHEALTH50 to save $50 off your purchase. Viome. Trust your gut.
The man accused of causing a bus crash that killed 5 people makes a court appearance as he recovers from his own injuries.
Bus driver Jin Cheng-dong spent more than a week in a hospital before appearing in court in Stafford County, Virginia. He faces 5 involuntary manslaughter charges. Among those killed were 2 children. Investigators say it appears Dong did not apply the brakes before slamming into traffic that had slowed down in a construction zone. Dong had to appear before 2 judges due to the way the charges were filed and was in a wheelchair with a brace on his knee alongside a Mandarin interpreter. He's due back in court to enter a plea in a couple of weeks. After court, his attorney told reporters he is remorseful and has been in both physical and emotional pain since the crash. Jessica Rosenthal, Fox News.
A man accused of killing a police officer in Chicago pleads not guilty.
Repeat convicted felon Alfonso Talley arraigned here in Cook County on multiple charges, including first-degree murder and attempted murder in the shooting death in April of Chicago police officer John Bartholomew and the wounding of his partner. Talley entering a not guilty plea to all counts. He'll remain locked up until trial amid renewed criticism over Illinois' no-cash bail policies. As Talley, a career criminal, was released months before the deadly shooting while facing charges for armed robbery and carjacking.
Fox's Jeff Benazzo. Just getting word the FBI is seizing evidence at an aerospace facility in Southern California where a chemical tank overheated last month, forcing 50,000 residents to evacuate. A search warrant signed by a federal judge approving the seizure of documents and records related to the chemical that was inside the affected tank, along with samples of substances. A sell-off on Wall Street as tensions escalate with Iran and as inflation hits a 3-year high in the latest reading on consumer prices. Right now, the Dow is down 554 points, the NASDAQ down 265. And Lisa Brady, Fox News.
Now the local, district, and statewide news. Being brought to you by Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, your Bryant dealer. Keeping you warm and cozy in winter and cool and comfortable in summer with a quality Bryant gas furnace or air conditioning system. And now the news.
Good afternoon. It's 2:05. It's cloudy and 80 outside of our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios. Injured, call today for your free consultation, 724-437-2799. Your local station, 590 AM, 101.1 FM, WMBS. I'm TJ DeStefano, and we'll check sports and weather after the news. A man was arrested after police say he went to a Fayette County park with the intention of meeting a teen girl. State police said 65-year-old Vance Stabley II of Ruffsdale was arrested at Arford Park on Eggleston Street in South Union Township Tuesday. Troopers said he went to the park to meet with what he thought was a 13-year-old girl for sexual contact. The girl was not real, and police were waiting for Stabley at the park. Investigators said he was also found to be in possession of child pornography. One of the 6 confirmed tornadoes that touched down this past weekend in western Pennsylvania destroyed a 215-year-old family barn in Washington County. Sergeant Silver Springs Farm in West Bethlehem Township has been there since 1811 and sits near Glendon Road. The owner, John Sargent, said that he's never seen anything like what happened. Pieces of his family's barn and other buildings on the property were left scattered across the hills. Fortunately, no one was hurt. UPMC is laying off 200 mostly non-clinical employees and eliminating another 300 open positions, officials announced Tuesday. A spokesperson for the health system, the largest private employer in Pennsylvania, noted the layoffs amounted to a small fraction of its 100,000 employees. UPMC said the move was part of a regular internal reassessment to match service with patient needs. No information was provided about why the layoffs were occurring, when they would become effective, or what facilities they would affect. Over 1 million Jeep Wranglers and Gladiators are being recalled for a spontaneous fire risk. Michael Kastner has more.
Stellantis is telling owners of 2021 through 2025 vehicles to park them outside and away from structures until they're fixed. The vehicles may have an electrical issue with the electric hydraulic power steering pump wiring. The automaker says they're not expecting a solution until the end of July. I'm Michael Kastner.
WMBS time is 2:08. Sports and weather are next.
439-2323. For 24-hour emergency service, call us when you need. We're Fayette's Heating and Air Conditioning, your service company.
When it's sweltering outside, you'll be cool inside with central air conditioning from Bryant, the people that know cool. And it's easy to have a central air conditioning system installed in your home. Simply call on your Bryant dealer, Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, located near the Laurel Mall on Route 119, north of Uniontown. The phone number is 439-2323. Let Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning rescue you from the sticky, humid summer weather. Remember that number for Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, your Bryant dealer, 439-2323.
Call Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, 439-2323, 439-2323, 439-2323.
In sports, Pirates will host the Los Angeles Dodgers tonight at PNC Park. Jared Jones is on the mound for the Bucks. Shohei Ohtani for the Dodgers. Pirates are 34-33 and have lost 4 in a row. We'll have the game on WMBS. The pregame's at 6:15 with the first pitch at 6:40. Game 4 of the NBA Finals is tonight. Spurs at the Knicks at MSG. Game tips off at 8:30 with the Knicks leading the series 2-1. Cloudy for the rest of the afternoon, maybe an isolated shower, 82. Cloudy, a few showers tonight, 73. And cloudy tomorrow with showers and storms, mainly in the afternoon, 85 for the high tomorrow. Right now, it is mostly cloudy, and it is 80 outside of our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios at 2:10 on this Wednesday. I'm TJ DeStefano. And up next, we have hour 2 of What's on Your Mind with Russ Rhodes on WMBS.
The local, district, and statewide news has been brought to you by Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, your Bryant dealer. Route 119 north of Uniontown, located near Laurel Mall. Phone 439-2323.
Sometimes you just can't hold it and have to answer nature's call. So whether you need to go number 2, evacuate the building or perform an exorcism, or if you just need to go number 1, make a pit stop, powder your nose, A1 Porta-Johns of Uniontown will make sure that when you need a place to do 1 or 2, a toilet is ready for you. For more information, call 724-557-2426 or follow them on Facebook. A1 Porta-Johns, a proud sponsor of the Heartland with Haley show.
If you are looking for a trusted local law firm with a strong commitment to their clients, look no further than Zebley Law Offices. Attorney Zebley has been practicing law in Fayette County for more than 4 decades. Although specializing in bankruptcy, Zebley also handles real estate matters, civil suits, collections, wills, powers of attorney, and more. If you need legal help, go with a name you recognize and trust. Call Zebley Law Offices today at 724-439-9200.
Hey, you looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? Well, look no more, because with over 200 vehicles, Gary's Auto Sales is the largest used car dealer in the area. Whether you want a car, a truck, or an SUV, you'll absolutely find what you're looking for at Gary's. Gary's has been in business since 1974. You can visit them online at garysautosales.com, or you can give them a call at 724-626-8080. Gary's Auto Sales. Many miles, many smiles.
Are you considering a project design and don't know where to start? K2 Engineering offers a wide range of professional civil, architectural, and municipal services to meet your individual project needs. Our versatility, combined with our personalized approach, is what sets us apart as a full-service engineering and consultation firm. To learn more about our services, please visit us on the web at www.k2engineering.net. K2 Engineering, where customer service is our priority.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest, now try the best. NovaCare. Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Is your favorite chair at home starting to look like it's seen better days? Are the arms tearing away from years of use? I bet the footrest doesn't even work. What color is it, really? At this point, who knows? Wouldn't it be wonderful to get a brand new Lazy Boy recliner? Chesler's Fine Furniture on Route 51 north of Uniontown is your Lazy Boy recliner headquarters with prices starting at just $429. You can nap in comfort in a recliner that's just right for you. Choose from fabrics or leather, manual or power, and some of our models have massage settings and power headrests too. The chairs are all in stock at Chesler's. There's surely one to fit your needs. If there's someone with special needs in your home, Chesler's has the largest selection of lift recliners in a variety of colors, sizes, and some with heat and massage settings in stock for immediate delivery. Credit terms are available. Chesler's Fine Furniture, where customers send their friends.
Are you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty help you with all of your real estate needs. Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty has two convenient locations to better serve you. In Uniontown area, 724-437-7100, or in Connellsville area, 724-628-7200, and speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, caldwellbanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Borge Jr.
Your local station, WMBS.
The views and opinions presented by the host, guests, or callers on this program do not necessarily represent the positions of WMBS Radio.
Welcome back to Hour 2 of What's on Your Mind. I'm Russ Rhodes, your host. It is open conversation this hour, 724-438-4593. We are brought to you by Gary's Auto Sales, Hicks & Baugh's Drugstore, Coldwell Banker, Laurel Ridge Realty, K2 Engineering, Madewell Services, Full Lawn Care and Cleaning Services, Bright Stripes, Seal Coating and Line Striping, and AR Roofing and Remodeling. 724-438-4593. That is the number to dial into. Kind of asking what was the car of your dreams growing up? Is it still the same or has that changed? Social Security Administration trustees report has come out and said that in the fourth quarter of 2032 is when the Social Security Fund will officially run out of money. After that, the amount of money that is brought in through payroll taxes every month would only be able to pay 78% of what current benefits are now. So income is only good for paying off 78% of the Social Security obligations. So what would you do to ensure Social Security continues uninterrupted? Raise the retirement age, raise contributions from your paycheck. What is it you would do? 724-438-4593. Hello, welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Hey, Russ, how you doing?
Hey, Ben, how about you?
Oh, I'm doing okay so far. You know, I heard you before the break talking a little bit about cars. I was always a bit of a car guy when I was younger, especially a little bit still. But back in the day, I was a Chevy guy.
Okay.
And I had a couple Novas when I was younger, and one of them I wish I would have kept because it would be a really rare car now. Those folks out there listening that are into cars would know what I'm talking about. It was a big block Nova.
Okay.
And, there were a few around back then here and there and stuff like that. But right now, if I still had that, it was in good shape too when I got rid of it. But it would be a really rare car to have right now, a 396 Nova.
Okay. Automatic, 4-speed?
No, it was an automatic.
Okay.
It had a what they call a 400 hydro
Hydroglide,
automatic
was it?
transmission.
Was it the
Automatic
Hydroglide?
transmission.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But the funnest car that I ever had was I had this old, it was in fairly good shape, an old 1964 Impala SS. And that car, that was the funnest car I ever had to drive. There was just something about that thing.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, it had a lot of miles on it and everything like that. But they just don't build cars like that anymore. You know, it was fancied up a little bit, and it had chrome. It even had chrome strips around on the inside, up around the windows, and around the back of the bucket seats, a big strip of chrome stripping and stuff like that. You just don't see stuff like that anymore. But that car had a 327 motor in it.
Okay.
And for the car guys out there, it had 411 gears in the rear end. Now, this car had a 2-speed Power Glide automatic transmission. And you would take that car out on a highway and you would wind it up in first gear. And I'm telling you what, when it hit second gear, it just took off like a rocket ship. This thing was so fun to drive. It was unbelievable, I'll tell you. But it started to go bad and everything like that. And then it sat for a lot of years. And I finally sold it off to somebody that was restoring one. Him and his son was restoring one.
Okay.
And they wanted the chrome pieces off of it, and they wanted some of the innards of it and stuff like that, and some of the body panels and everything. So I sold it off.
Okay.
And then when I sold it off, I told them, I said, I want the motor. I want you just take the motor and the transmission out and bring it back to me. Okay. I'm just selling you the body. Okay. So several months later they did.
Mm-hmm.
And I was talking to the father when they brought the motor and the transmission back to me, and he said, you know, you got rid of that car just at the right time. I said, what do you mean? These were big guys, the father and the son both, you know, pretty big. He said, well, my son plopped down in the front seat to pull it into the garage so we could strip it down, and the seat went through the floor.
Oh, boy.
It was all rotted out underneath.
Oh, boy.
Which I kind of knew it was going bad a little bit, but I didn't think it was that bad, you know?
Okay. So,
boy,
were either one of those cars, Ben, your dream car?
Well, I don't know. I guess if I have a dream car now, it would be one of the old Impalas. Okay. You know, when I go to car shows and stuff like that, I start looking for the old Impalas. They got a soft spot in my heart. Mm-hmm. So that's probably what I would go with, okay. I would imagine. Mm-hmm. You know. But you know, back in the days, it was early mid '70s and everything like that, and there was a lot of those hot cars around. You know what I mean? They're not as rare as they are nowadays. You know, Roadrunner. A couple of my friends had Roadrunners. Now those were fun cars to drive too. Those things, Roadrunners, for some reason, it's kind of hard to explain. They had like a light feel to them or something like that. It's kind of hard to explain. Mm-hmm. But boy, they were a larger bodied car, but they just didn't seem like that. You know, they were lighter and they were fun to drive. Mm-hmm. Those things. But yeah, every once in a while I'll hit up a car show when I feel up to it and stuff like that.
All right.
And I like going to car shows. I'm a car guy. I'm not a fanatic about it, but I enjoy it a lot, you know?
Gotcha. All
That's
right.
for sure.
All right. So
what about you? What was your dream car? I mean, were you a car guy when you were younger?
Yeah, I never really, I never had a hot rod, we'll say. I never had anything like that. My parents did have a Mustang. I learned how to drive on a 66, in a 66 Mustang.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I've got a sweet spot for Mustangs. I would love to have a 60s Mustang.
I remember when I was little yet, you know, and living there in a small town I grew up in, and the girl a couple houses up, she just graduated from high school, either 64 or 65, and her parents bought her a brand new Mustang.
Mm.
That's when the Mustangs were newer out. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah.
And
they
bought her.
cost $2,500.
Yeah, they bought her a Mustang for graduation. You know.
Yep. Nice.
That was pretty cool. I still remember that. But yeah, those cars, those things were nice.
What's your favorite? And I'll throw this out to everybody. Your favorite car movie?
Car movie. Oh gosh, that's a good one. Oh gosh, I'm thinking of the movie, but I can't think of the name of it. There was a movie that it was about young teenagers driving their cars around
American
in the middle.
Graffiti.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep.
I just couldn't think of it for some reason.
You know
I would
what?
say that would be my favorite car movie right there.
And I would have to agree with you on that. George Lucas was the director on that. You know, George Lucas.
Oh, he was?
Yeah, George Lucas.
You know,
I
didn't know that.
Yeah, Star Wars fame.
No kidding.
Yep, he was the director, and I thoroughly. In fact, I have it on DVD. The movie.
Yeah,
so
me too.
I pull it out every now and then. But yeah, just the whole thing, the music that went along with it, and the cars. And the plot line as well. Just you know, my favorite car movie. Although it wasn't a car movie, but it was a car movie.
And then I think there was a follow-up to that one too.
Oh, not nearly as good.
Movie.
Not nearly as good.
Yeah,
The cars
but
didn't
there
have.
was.
Yeah. The cars were not a centerpiece on the follow-ups.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. It was kind of quirky in a way and stuff like that. How they followed all the individuals, some of them.
Yeah.
You know, moving forward, and
Right.
everything like that. And, it was kind of weird in a way, but the original American Graffiti, that's a classic there.
Oh,
you know.
and a lot of future stars in it. I mean, you know, Ron Howard was already a star, so he was probably the best known one in there. But you know, Richard Dreyfuss was in the movie. Cindy Williams from Laverne and Shirley. Suzanne Summers.
Right. Suzanne Summers.
You know, I know I'm missing a ton more. That's how many were in that movie. Harrison Ford was in it.
Yep.
So yes.
Yeah, that's a lot. You know, when you stop and think about it, that's a lot of people that really became good future stars.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I mean that movie was really something. You know, it kind of takes you back a little bit whenever. And that one car that the nerdy guy drove around. That white 58 Chevy. I don't know. It was a 58 Chevy Impala he drove around.
Oh, you mean what Ron Howard drove? The Toad, and I can't remember, but everybody called him Toad. He had the nerdy car.
Yeah, Toad. He drove the 58 Impala. I'm pretty sure.
Well, that was Ron Howard's car, but Ron Howard kind of lent it to him to drive while Ron Howard was going to be at college.
Oh, okay, I got it.
Yes.
I don't remember that part of it, but anyway, my brother-in-law, back when I graduated from high school, and he eventually became my brother-in-law. He had one of those 58 Chevys, a black one.
Okay.
And man, it was nice. It was in good shape too, and stuff like that. But when him and my sister decided to get married, he sold it off. You know, which was too bad. I mean, he was a mechanic and a good one too, and stuff like that. He would have been able to take good care of it and stuff.
Yeah.
He just decided to sell it off, and I rode around in that car a few times too, and everything like that. I was always amazed at what great shape it was in. You know.
Gotcha. All right. Okay, Ben.
Well, that's it for me on the car stuff.
All righty.
I always got something to talk about, Russ. You know, I've been around the block a few times on a lot of things, I'll tell you. So it almost doesn't matter what it is. I could always contribute.
That's quite all right. That's what we enjoy. So, all right.
Okay. Hey,
Ben.
thanks a lot for the time, bud.
Yep, thanks for your call. Appreciate it. Bye-bye.
Bye now.
Hey, 724-438-4593. Both lines are open. So give me a buzz. What was your dream car growing up? Did you ever purchase that dream car? Was it ever in your driveway? Has your dream car changed as you've gotten older? So give me a buzz on that. We're also looking for solutions to the Social Security Fund. What would you do to extend its life? Trustees of the Social Security Fund say it's going to run out in the fourth quarter of 2032. So that's 6 years away. 6 years away. So what do you think on that? So 724-438-4593. World Cup starts tomorrow in various locations around the United States, Canada, and Mexico, culminating in the championship game at MetLife Stadium on July 18th. So are you excited? Is it something you're going to follow? I will tell you, I'll follow as long as the U.S. is in it. And it's not that I'm a fan of soccer or anything. It's just, well, it's a U.S. team. And, we'll go from there. I personally, for the most part, I find soccer boring. I don't know if it's because, soccer really wasn't popular when I was growing up. Yeah, we learned a little bit in elementary gym class. But, as a spectator sport, yeah, I don't really watch it. So, yeah, I'm excited it's here. And I'm excited for soccer fans. I'm excited for the U.S., hoping they advance beyond the first round games. So in that regards, obviously, yes, I will be cheering for the U.S. Am I going to sit by the TV to watch every single possible game that I can? No.
Hello, welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Yeah, this Social Security thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. For decades and decades, Congress and politicians have been taking money out of Social Security for special projects and using it as a piggy bank. Now, I think the solution is tell them to put the money back in. There's nothing wrong with the system. The system was not a failed system. The system worked good. The problem was it had so much money in it that they thought it was a piggy bank and that they could use whenever they wanted for whatever purpose they wanted. And now the well is dry and there's no more money.
Yep.
So have them put the money back in that they took out and the problem will disappear.
Okay, what's your name, sir?
My name is Joe.
Joe? Okay, Joe, not a bad idea. Seriously, and we can point our fingers at both parties.
Right, correct. They both did it. They did it when Reagan was president, and they did it, several times.
Yeah.
And they're both guilty of it, the Republicans and the Democrats.
Yeah.
But don't stand there and say, "Oh, the system's failed." No, the system worked great. The problem is you took the money out of it.
Yeah. Now, so let's say that gets done. Okay, we still have the problem where the way the system is currently, current taxes, payroll taxes, are enough to cover only 78% of Social Security obligations. So, if Congress pays it back. That's going to last for so long before, that gets depleted yet again. So,
Right, but
so do other changes that need to be made to the system to ensure that doesn't happen?
well, yeah, I mean, once you put the money back in, the interest on it when the money was there was self-sustaining. It made enough that it wasn't going to run out. There was so much interest on the money in the Social Security system that it was not going to run out.
Yeah.
But the problem is once they took so much money out, then it was no longer able to create enough interest to be a self-sustaining system.
Well, also part of the problem is we have an abundance of retirees as opposed to workers that are contributing to the fund. So this country has had a population loss in the last 20, 30 years, so that, new workers have not kept up with new retirees. In other words, we're not getting one new worker for every retiree. We're getting one worker for every 2 retirees.
Right, but once the money's back in the system, like I said, it makes enough interest by itself that it sustains itself.
Sure.
So it would make up for that gap to a certain percentage.
Should that
You see what I'm saying?
fund be allowed to invest in the stock market?
I don't believe so. I mean, it worked before without investing in the stock market. I think they invested, now don't quote me on this, but I think they invest that money into stock or bonds, government bonds. I may be wrong about that, but I think that's how they make interest on it.
Okay. All righty. Okay, Joe. I appreciate your input.
And as far as the data centers,
yes.
They're not sustainable. It's a hot flash right now to make money. The IT industry thinks it's great, and they're making billions on it right now. But the data centers often use more power to function than small cities. They're at a 40% loss. 40% of their profit they have to spend on overhead costs just to cool the data center because they generate so much heat with all the servers and the wiring and all that happy stuff. And it's just a non-sustainable plan. And they love the idea that, we're making all this money right here, right now off of these huge data centers. But they cost too much to power. Many times they have to build their own power plants to run the data centers. So it taxes the power grid so much that they have to build their own power plants just to keep the data center.
Well, and I think that was
powered.
part of the discussion yesterday that, yes, and Governor Shapiro is wanting this done, and President Trump has said it himself, that he wants, both of them, they want data centers bringing their own power solutions with them. In other words, stay off the grid, create your own power generation to take care of what you need.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, they're jumping on the bandwagon right now because it's a hot thing to make money, to make the quick profit.
Right.
But in the long term, it's just not a sustainable business.
All right.
It's cost too much. It's too much tax on the power grid. That, and a lot of people don't know, but nobody actually works in those data centers. All their employees are remote administrators who remote into the servers. There's nobody physically in the building, maybe a couple of security guards here and there, and that's about it.
Well, you have to have tech because things break down. So,
right. Yeah, like I said, they probably have 1 or 2 techs on site, but the rest of the IT staff is not physically in the building.
Okay. All right.
They remote in.
Yeah. But. Okay, Joe. Well, I appreciate your input.
I just wanted to put that out there because it's kind of annoying hearing people saying, Social Security was a failed plan. No, the plan worked great. The problem was everybody used it for a piggy bank.
Right. Absolutely. So, okay. Hey, Joe, I got to run. I got to get a break in. So thank you for your call. We'll do it again.
All right.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Appreciate you taking my call.
Absolutely.
Thanks.
Bye now.
Hey, I do have to take a quick little break. Both lines are open, so give me a buzz, 724-438-4593.
Hi, this is State Representative Charity Grim-Krupa, and I'm personally inviting you to the Liberty Bell Ball. On Friday, July 3rd, join us as we celebrate America's 250th birthday at the Hopwood Social Hall. This historic evening will feature music, dancing, and an unforgettable atmosphere, celebrating freedom, faith, and the American spirit. Formal attire is encouraged but not required. Patriotic and Western wear are always welcome. And this year, you could become our first Miss Liberty Bell or Mr. Lafayette in our exciting People's Choice Contest, honoring patriots who embody liberty and love of country. The Liberty Bell Ball is also a political fundraiser, supporting my continued work as your state representative. Tickets are available now on Eventbrite or find us on Facebook at Charity Grim-Krupa for PA Rep. Don't miss the Liberty Bell Ball, Friday, July 3rd, where Fayette County will celebrate America 250 and party like it's 1776. May God bless America. Paid for by Charity for PA Rep.
Wind, hail, sudden leaks. When your roof takes a beating, we're here for you at AR Roofing and Remodeling. We're a locally and veteran-owned contractor, available 24/7 for repairs. As an Owens Corning Platinum Preferred Contractor, we get the job done right. Call 724-550-3064 or visit arremodels.com for your free estimate.
AR Roofing, never settle.
Economy Furnace Heating and Air is your hometown HVAC team for America's 250th celebration of freedom. Celebrate the freedom to choose comfort and savings. When you call Economy, you get excellent service and local expertise that knows our weather and our neighbors. Celebrate freedom, family, and home comfort. Economy Furnace Heating and Air is proud to partner with Amana, an all-American-made company built on hardworking values and dependability. What's a birthday celebration without presents? Until July 4th, Economy Furnace is offering $250 off any air conditioner installation. In appreciation and gratitude, Economy Furnace Heating and Air is proud to offer all military veterans, with a valid ID, a 25% discount on a clean and tune or a needed repair. We are honored to serve our veterans. Call Economy Furnace at 724-438-4575 before the season heats up. Economy is ready to help today.
For economy, price, and quality service, call Economy Furnace.
Uniontown Liquidation Outlet wants to thank you for borrowing our special Fayette 2025. Come shop with us for the lowest prices around. We have toys, home goods, tools, electronics, and much more. We offer layaway, so stop in today and ask us how it works. We are located inside the Uniontown Mall.
The Uniontown Liquidation Outlet. Visit us on Facebook, Uniontown Liquidation Outlet.
Hope to see you soon.
Having Hicks & Baugh's drugstore in Uniontown means reliable, quality, and friendly service. Pharmacists Stephen Harper and Seth Miller are ready to answer your health questions and handle all your prescriptions. They offer free delivery, mail-out service, and accept all utility payments, all part of their good neighbor way of doing business. Visit Hicks & Baugh's at 304 Morgantown Street in Uniontown or call 724-437-2828. Open Monday to Friday, 9 to 6 and Saturday until 3.
Experiencing symptoms of COPD? Frontier Clinical Research in Scottsdale has been selected to conduct a clinical research study, and participants are needed. All study-related care will be provided at no cost, and no health insurance is required. Compensation up to $2,200 for qualified participants for time and travel. To learn more, call Frontier Clinical Research in Scottsdale at 724-220-5281. That's Frontier Clinical Research in Scottsdale at 724-220-5281.
Welcome back to What's on Your Mind. I'm Russ Rhodes, your host. It is Open Conversation, 724-438-4593.
Hello, welcome to the show.
Hello, Russ. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. This is Jay.
Hey, Jay.
I'm a firm believer in Social Security. I paid into it. I'm 55 years old, and we need to get it fixed. I want to give some out-of-the-box theories real quick.
Okay.
If you want to discuss them, we can. I don't care. Here's one. Investment income in the United States right now is at an all-time high. We have people that are getting elite wealthy in this country off an investment income. I'm not saying tax every dollar. of investment income. I think you need to set a certain threshold. But I think it's time for Social Security to set a small percentage on investment income. Because I think with all of those funds going to Social Security, which they do invest in bonds, Treasury bonds, the government borrows from it. They don't really, and then they're required by law to pay it back, as far as what the last caller was talking about. Now, that gets a little tricky, but I think we should do away with that borrowing. Another thing, now you could subject more wages to payroll taxes. Right now, it's up to a certain amount, $168,600, which is a 12.4 Social Security payroll tax. But I would eliminate the cap. We've done enough for wealthy in this country, and that's my personal feeling.
All right.
But I think raise the cap on that. And then my last one here is I would increase the taxable maximum ceiling to go back to the 1983 level instead of what it is now. You could do that gradually to get to the 1983 so it doesn't shock people, the taxpayer. I would do it gradually, but there have been, like Brookings has said, that if you start now in the year 2027 upcoming, that if you increase it gradually up to about 2039 to get it to the 1983 level where it would cover 90% of total wages, it starts to become solvency. You can raise, if we would eventually get it, with employer and employee contributions, a little bit each year gradually, like 0.1%. Then the U.S. government has said that if you get it to a certain level, like 3.61%, it does become solvency, Social Security, that is. That's what we're talking about, until the year 2097. I realize people don't like taxes and things like that, but this is a good program for people that are elderly, that do not have a lot. And I think we're a country wealthy enough, and I believe it from a biblical perspective, from the book of Hebrews, that we should be taking care of our elderly when you have that type of money in this country.
Okay.
So that's just how I feel on it. I believe that we can raise some caps, we can tax investment income with a certain threshold. But I think it's time, if the markets are doing extremely well and we have people that continually brag on it, and we have politicians that continually make a lot of money, I think it's time that investment income begins to contribute to it, because I think it's a fair thing to tell people in this country. You don't have to tax them to the grave. What I'm saying is it's time, though, that we have to make some, I don't think tough decisions, but some decisions that's not going to make everybody happy. Will government and Congress do that? We'll see, but I think it's time we have to.
Okay. Nice suggestions, Jay. I appreciate it. All right. Have a great one. Bye-bye.
You too.
Hello. Welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Yeah, it's a Pawpaw lady.
Hey, Pawpaw.
Yeah, I'm going to touch on a couple subjects. One, you was talking about your favorite car, your dream car. When I was a kid, my dream car was a Volkswagen Bug. Back in the 60s and 70s, those things were just so cool.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, I'm 6 foot tall. But I did ride in one when I was in college. A friend of mine, we drove from where I went to college in the southern part of Missouri to the St. Louis area. And it was a nice ride. So I did get to ride in one, but unfortunately, again, I had to sit in the back seat.
Yeah.
But they're still a cool-looking car.
Yeah, when I was in the Coast Guard, a very good friend of mine had a Beetle. Bob Ho was his name. And Bob was not a small person. How he fit into that Volkswagen Beetle, I have no clue, but he did.
Okay, and the second story is I heard on one of the news, I think maybe 2 hours ago, that somebody in, I think, Las Vegas found Alice Cooper's card stuck in a gas pump or whatever, and he was able to get it back to him. That was a cool story because being from the 60s and 70s, Alice Cooper was one of those rockers that I just liked to listen to.
Yeah.
And I thought that was pretty cool. This guy's like, he recognized the name, able to find him and give him the card.
Well, you know what I heard that news article too, and what I wasn't clear on though was the credit card labeled as Alice Cooper, which is his stage name, or his real name.
Vincent Furman, correct.
Yeah.
I don't know because they did not make that clear, but all the same, that was cool.
So,
as
but
far as soccer, I could give a rat's less because it's just not in my scope.
Okay, yeah.
But the Social Security thing should only be used for Social Security for people who it's intended for. The government shouldn't be able to raid it and spend it on anything else. And if you didn't pay into it, you should not get anything from it unless you're infirmed, like from day one, like somebody, so they get the SSI for them, DI or whatever, when they're born with mental problems or physical or whatever. Because there are too many people, I think, are finagling the system. And I do like the fact that it is given to you based on your, I think, the 3 best quarters of your income or something like that.
Well, actually, I think it's more than that. I think it goes with your, not just quarters, it goes with your best years, your top 9 or 10 years.
Okay, I thought it was the best so many quarters.
Yeah.
Now, do they say the 9 years consecutively, or they just go through your life and say, okay, this was a good year, this was a good year?
Yeah, no, your best, your top earning years, it doesn't have to be consecutively.
Yeah, because, I mean, when I retired from Marine Corps was probably a better income than when I first joined the Marine Corps. And when I retired from my state job was probably better than my first couple years at that state job. But, yeah, I don't think if you are not paying into it, and especially, not a U.S. citizen, I mean, we shouldn't be giving my future Social Security money to somebody who's finagling the system and making up. I know a guy, he is 54, receives Social Security disability for being an alcoholic.
Yeah.
That should not be allowed. He can still physically work. Just quit drinking, get off your back end, and get a job.
There you go. All righty. Okay, Pawpaw Lady. I appreciate the call. You have a great afternoon. Okay. Bye-bye.
Hey, we got to take a quick little break. When we come back, both lines are open, and it is open conversation. So give me a buzz, 724-438-4593. You and I together, we're going to close out hour 2 of What's on Your Mind after this.
Do you enjoy luxury? Well, Live Casino wants to put you in the driver's seat. Ignite your drive and win a new Mercedes-Benz. Look for the specially marked slot machines near the cocktail bar and play daily for your chance to win. All it takes is one bet. Sit down, swipe in, and you could ride off in a new Mercedes-Benz GLC 300. Make your move at Live Casino, Route 30 at Westmoreland Mall. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The weather's warming up, and those big outdoor projects are calling. So, who are you going to call? Well, no. How about you call 3P Excavating and Plumbing of Smithfield? From French drains and septic systems to site prep for homes and buildings, plus driveway and utility line clearing, 3P's does it all. Get your property ready the right way. Call 3P Excavating and Plumbing today at 724-880-5215 or find them on Facebook. It's spring, and everything is growing, and Madewell Services is here to help. They offer full lawn care service, including spring cleanups, mulching, landscaping and planting, weekly grass cutting, power washing, and more. Madewell Services also provides professional cleaning services for your home or office, moving in or out service, party cleanups, weekly cleanings, and junk removal. Licensed and insured for peace of mind. Call Madewell Services today at 724-912-1805. That's 724-912-1805 for a free estimate.
Bright Stripe, Bay County's premier asphalt seal coating professionals. Locally owned by Matt and Lexi George. Bright Stripe specializes in residential and commercial asphalt seal coating, also excelling in line striping and layouts, thermoplastic, and infrared asphalt repair. Bright Stripe has succeeded due to their commitment to quality work for 30 years. Bright Stripe, 724-437-6090, or visit bright-stripe.com. BRITE-stripe.com. FirstFederal.com.
Find your place in the sun for fun this summer with First Federal of Greene County. Dreaming of a backyard refresh? Leverage your existing home equity and ask about a home improvement or home construction loan. First Federal will help you dive into any new project. A swimming pool, patio, outdoor kitchen, even a new driveway or garage. Whatever floats your boat. Visit with a First Federal loan officer today or apply online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 458729.
When you need notary services, trust the best. Sandy Howell Notary Services, back-to-back gold medal winner for Best Notary in Fayette County. They're here for you with extended hours to fit your schedule. Sandy Howell's also the 2025 gold medal winner for Best Title Company. Open Monday through Friday, 10 to 8:30, and Saturdays, 9 to 5. Call 724-564-8955 today for Sandy Howell Notary Services, where excellence is signed and sealed.
Is your favorite chair at home starting to look like it's seen better days? Are the arms tearing away from years of use? I bet the footrest doesn't even work. What color is it, really? At this point, who knows? Wouldn't it be wonderful to get a brand new Lazy Boy recliner? Chesler's Fine Furniture on Route 51 north of Uniontown is your Lazy Boy recliner headquarters, with prices starting at just $429. You can nap in comfort in a recliner that's just right for you. Choose from fabrics or leather, manual or power, and some of our models have massage settings and power headrests too. The chairs are all in stock at Chesler's. There's surely one to fit your needs. If there's someone with special needs in your home, Chesler's has the largest selection of lift recliners in a variety of colors, sizes, and some with heat and massage settings in stock for immediate delivery. Credit terms are available. Chesler's Fine Furniture, where customers send their friends.
Welcome back to What's on Your Mind. I'm Russ Rhodes, your host. We've got about 4.5 minutes to go this hour. Plenty of time to have another conversation besides the one that I'm going to take right now.
Hello, welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Yeah, Russ, this is Bill.
Yeah, Bill.
You didn't bring up the inflation numbers that came out this morning.
I haven't heard them. That's why I didn't bring it up.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it went from 3.8 in April to 4.2 in May.
Okay.
Now, when this guy walked in the office, it was 3.0. So we're up to 4.2 people. And the other day he said, 2-3 days, we're going to have a deal. And then today he comes out, we hit him last night, we're going to hit him again today.
Well, that's in retaliation for shooting down one of our helicopters.
Was it shot down or was it a mechanical problem?
It was shot down.
Okay.
It was hit by a drone, and they had to do an emergency landing in the ocean.
Yeah, and I love our military, believe me.
You don't sound like it.
No, I'm thankful that they're still alive, but I thought the original reporting was there was a malfunction in the plane. I apologize.
They were hit by an Iranian drone.
Okay. Now, you keep talking about this Plattner.
Yeah.
What do you think about Ken Paxton?
What about him?
In Texas.
Yeah? What are you bringing up about him?
You don't think he has as much... The guy was impeached as a attorney general.
And was found innocent.
Well, he was impeached.
And was found innocent in the Texas Senate.
And what about his wife divorcing him for biblical reasons?
You know what? A lot of people are like that. We're talking about Graham Plattner, who has disparaged fellow military veterans, saying they're too dumb to live, and the only reason they're alive is because the Taliban was poor shots. He's had a tattoo on his chest that was used by Nazi prison guards during World War II. He's been sexting several women and possibly underage girls. We don't know for a fact, while married, so we'll go 1-to-1 for you as far as Ken Paxton is concerned. He is a communist. He has said so. So there's a lot more with Graham Plattner than there is with Ken Paxton.
Well, let's talk about Plattner and the guy sitting in the White House.
Go ahead.
Look at all his baggage. He divorced his first wife.
Yeah, and last I saw, that was not illegal in this country, Bill.
Okay, so I guess I'll have to skip ahead.
And it's not illegal to have an affair either. That's a moral issue.
Okay, so sexting and an affair is different. I think having an affair is a lot worse than sexting.
Well, I don't know. Was he doing it with underage girls? That's a question. That is a valid question that he is not answering.
Well, why is Todd Blanche not releasing the last 3 million pages of the Epstein files? What was Trump doing?
Well,
no, come on. I'm not being ignorant.
No, I don't know that there's 3 million unreleased pages, and I don't know the reason behind it, Bill.
Okay.
So, and you don't know the reason behind it either. You can speculate, and that's fine. Speculate all you want, but we don't know what the
monologues.
What?
You speculate in your monologues.
As far as
how many times do I hear you every day? I don't know. I don't know.
All right.
You have a good day.
It's time for me to go, Bill. You have a good one. Hey, that does bring us to the end of today's show. I appreciate all the calls, so we'll do it again in the future, I'm sure. Fox News is just up around the corner, bringing you news from around the world, around the country. Then TJ is in here with your local news, sports, and weather. Pirate baseball tonight, 6:15 pregame, 6:40 first pitch. This is WMBS Uniontown, 3 o'clock.
A secret mission in the Middle East. On Lisa Brady, Fox News. President Trump says he directed the U.S. military last month to support commercial ships, including oil tankers, through the Strait of Hormuz.
You know, we've been taking out millions of barrels of oil. Nobody knows it. You know who doesn't know about it? Iran, until right now.
The president telling reporters in the Oval Office.
We took out the other night 22 ships. Late at night with no lights, because they don't have any radar, because we blasted the crap out of it.
The president later posting that secret mission has allowed more than 100 million barrels of oil to make its way to the open market. And he says that's why oil prices haven't been much higher than the recent surge. Also saying again, the gas prices will drop when the conflict ends, though for now, they're blamed for another sticky inflation report. Consumer prices hitting 4.2% in May, the third straight monthly increase and a 3-year high. President Trump is threatening more attacks on Iran after strikes yesterday over the downing of a U.S. helicopter near the Strait of Hormuz.
Senior U.S. defense officials do tell me that Iran fired dozens of missiles and drones in response to the U.S. strikes on 20 targets yesterday after an Iranian drone forced down an American Apache helicopter with 2 male